C-K, C-K, when the K is at the end. C-K, C-K, after the short vowels we blend. Back, sack, duck, puck, check, lick, stack, truck. C-K, C-K, the sound is K. C-K, C-K, we hear it in muck. C-K, C-K, sing it with me. What a strong reader you will be. That's right. When we hear K at the end of a short vowel word, we spell the K sound with a C-K. Let's go ahead and practice with some words that have K at the end of a short vowel word. I brought along my board today, and if you have permission to use a whiteboard and a marker, you can follow along with me. But if you don't, you can read with me on the screen and learn just the same. All right, my first word is duck. Let's go ahead and listen to that right on our chin. D-a-k, duck. I heard D at the beginning, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter D, so I'm going to put a D in the first box. All right, let's stretch it out to hear that tricky middle sound. Duck. I heard the sound, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter U, so I'm going to put a U in the middle box. All right, duck. Ooh, I hear the K sound at the end, and the U is saying its short vowel sound. So I'm going to spell the K sound with a C and a K. All right, D-a-k, duck. Very good. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Moogly out. He's going to help us erase so we can write another word. My next word is cheek. Ch-e-k, cheek. I heard ch at the beginning, and I know that's the C and the H working together to say ch. So I'm going to put C and H in the first box because they're working together to say one sound. Now let's stretch it out to hear that tricky middle sound. Cheek. Cheek. Ooh, I hear the long E. And it's the E twins saying the long E sound. But you know what? We can only use CK at the end of a word after a short vowel. And the long E is saying the long sound. So this time, we're going to spell the K sound with the K. Ch-e-k, cheek. Blend it, cheek. Wow, that's some great practice. Let's try a couple more. My next word is sack. S-a-k, sack. I heard S at the beginning, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter S. So I'm going to put an S in the first box. All right, let's stretch it out. Sack. Ooh, I heard the A sound in the middle. It's the short A. Very good. S-a-k. That's the K at the end. And we do have a short vowel. So that means we're going to spell the K sound with the C and the K. S-a-k. Sack. Blend it. Sack. But what if I want to make this word sock? Ooh, I don't hear ah anymore. I hear ah, and I know that's the sound that goes with the short O. It's still a short vowel, so that means that the K sound at the end is still going to be spelled with the CK. S-a-k, sock. Blend it, sock. Wow, I changed one tricky middle vowel and I made a whole new word. Great job practicing the CK at the end of short vowel words. C or K, what will it be? C and K are sound twins. They share the K sound. Let's practice knowing when to use the K or C at the beginning of our words. Here's a little song to help us remember the rule. K or C, what will it be? K or C, what will it be? K or C, what will it be? Use the rule and you will see. K gets I-N-E, K gets I-N-E, K gets I-N-E, C gets the other 3. Great work. Our first word is kite. Ooh, I see an I, and I know that when I hear a k and the word has an I next to the k sound, that we're going to spell the k sound with a K. So that means that kite is going to have a K at the beginning. Let's go ahead and put kite on the K side of our chart. All right, let's try another one. The next word is kettle. Ooh, kettle. I hear a k at the beginning, but I need to decide if it's C or K. I see an E in the word kettle, and I know that means I'm going to spell the k sound with a K. So we have to put kettle on the K side. Let's try another one. My next word is cat. K-at, cat. I heard the k at the beginning, but I see an A. And I know that if I have an A in the middle of my k word, that I have to spell the k sound with a C. So cat is going to go on the C side. All right, let's try another one. The word is kid. K-I-D, kid. I hear that k at the beginning. Is it C or is it K? I see an I in the middle, and I know that means I have to spell it with the letter K. So I'm going to put kid on the K side. Let's try another one. The next word is cup. All right, let's go ahead and listen to cup right on our chin. K-up, cup. I heard k at the beginning, but I see a U, and I know that means I have to spell cup with a C. That's right. Let's go ahead and put cup on the C side of our chart. All right, last word. The word is cod. That's a type of fish. Let's listen to the sounds right on our chin. K-A-D, cod. I heard the k at the beginning. Is it C or is it K? There's an O in the middle, and that means I have to spell it with a C. That's right. So let's put cod on the C side of our chart. Great work sorting K and C. Our heart word for today is was. This is a really tricky heart word, and it has a part that we need to remember by heart. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and map out our heart word right on our board. I hear a W at the beginning of was, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter W, so I'm going to put a W in the first box. My next sound sounds like a short U, but it's a little bit different. It's actually the A saying the schwa sound. Vowels say the schwa sound when they are not stressed out. It's kind of like their lazy sound when they're feeling relaxed. And in the word was, that sound is not stressed out. So it's saying the schwa sound. W-a-z. I hear a Z sound at the end, and I know we spell was with an S. And there is a phonics rule that helps us know why. That's because after a short vowel or a schwa, when we hear the Z sound, we spell it with an S. It's okay if you don't remember all those rules right now, but it does help to know there's a reason. W-a-z, was. Let's go ahead and sing a song to help us remember how to spell was. W-A-S, W-A-S, that spells was, that spells was. W-a-z, W-a-z. That's how we read was, that's how we read was. W-a-z, was. Great work. Let's do punctuation at the end of our sentences. A little dot so small and neat, it tells you when the sentence is complete. A period, that's its name, marks the end, fun like a game. A mark that jumps, it's full of cheer. It shows excitement, loud and clear. An exclamation, that's its call. When you're happy, shout it all. Can you help me put punctuation at the end of my sentence? I went ahead and brought my punctuation along with me. I have a period to go at the end of a telling sentence that gives me information. And I also brought along my exclamation point to put at the end of a sentence that is very excited or has a lot of emotion. Let's go ahead and look at my sentence and decide if we're going to use the period or the exclamation point. Let's go. My sentence is, the kite is pink. I'm giving information. That's a telling sentence. So am I going to use a period or an exclamation point? If you're going to use the period at the end of the sentence, just do a little dot. But if you're going to use an exclamation point, you do a line and a dot. The kite is pink. Like I said, that's information. It's not an excited sentence. So I only need to use the period at the end. The kite is pink. Thumbs up. Great job putting punctuation at the end of your sentences. Let's go ahead and write and read some first words. My first word is sun. Let's listen to it right on our chin. Sun. I heard the s at the beginning, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter S. So I'm going to put an S in the first box. Sun. I hear the short U, so I'm going to put a U in the middle box. Sun. I hear that at the end, and that's the sound that goes with the letter N. Sun. Blend it, sun. Let's go ahead and do another word. My next word is dog. Let's go ahead and listen to that right on our chin. D-A-G. Dog. I heard D at the beginning, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter D. So I'm going to go ahead and put a D in the first box. Dog. I heard the ah in the middle, and that's the sound that goes with the short O. Dog. G. That's the sound that goes with the letter G. So I have to put a G in the last box. D-A-G. Dog. Blend it. Dog. Great work. Let's try another one. My next word is cab. Let's go ahead and listen to that right on our chin. K-A-B. Cab. I hear K at the beginning, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter C. K-A-B. Ooh, I heard that short A in the middle, so I'm going to put an A in the middle box. K-A-B. Cab. Ooh, that's the B, and that's the sound that goes with the letter B. K-A-B. Blend it, cab. Great work blending and reading first words. I'll see you next time when I teach to your super learning strengths, one child and family at a time.